What's going on, guys? It's me, Severin7, and today I'm bringing you the grindiest, greediest, most value-driven Orzhov list that I've been able to come up with since this set released. Now, there are just so many cards that work together in such crazy ways in this deck that we can grind out even the most controlling decks. We don't have any problems with mid-range decks, really, and we even have enough tools to deal with all the aggro decks in the format, and the deck's just so much fun. I haven't had this much fun playing a deck in quite a while, so we're gonna go ahead and put it through 40 games and see how it does on the ladder. Let's get straight into that deck list. Alright, here it is. I'm calling it Kaya's Daycare. Why am I calling it Kaya's Daycare? Well, because we're playing Kaya's Spirit's Justice. This is the Kaya that everybody seems to have forgotten about. They wrote her off. Kaya's no good. She's bad. I don't think so. I think this deck is perfectly poised to take advantage of her many talents, and I can't say enough good things about just how crazy, grindy, and value-driven this deck is. We're playing things like Combo Profiteering Mayor, a single copy of Teysa, Opulent Oligarch, Caretaker's Talent to draw cards from all the tokens we're making, Lord Skitter Sewer King to help deal with graveyard strategies and just have repeatable tokens every turn, some Preacher of the Schisms because he also makes tokens and draws us cards, 3 Lunar Invocations, which help us draw more cards and drain the opponent for every life we gain. And if we get this on the battlefield with a Combo Profiteering Mayor, we're just draining the opponent for so much because there's so many separate instances of token generation in this deck. And Combo triggers off of each separate instance of token generation. And I can't tell you how good this guy is right now. Combo is amazing in this meta. It's a meta full of other Caretaker's Talents decks, which all care about tokens, so if we have a combo and they can't deal with it, we get copies of all their tokens. It's full of Forges. We get their Forge tokens, but our Forge tokens don't get sacrificed. It's full of Synthesizer decks. Guess what? They play Synthesizers, we get gigantic robots. It's just, he's so good right now, and the amount of life drain that we can do with this guy on the battlefield is insane. We've got 3 copies of Malicious Eclipse to help us deal with those early aggro decks, along with 2 cut downs and 3 get losts. And then 2 Beza Bounding Spring to help us recover afterwards. So we just really have all the bases covered with this deck. I think this is probably it's gotta be the most beautiful Orzhov list that I've ever played. Also, we've got Virtue of Loyalties, which also doubles as a 2-drop that we can make on turn 2 if we don't need to remove something. Season of the Burrow has been an all-star for me. Being able to either just make a boatload of tokens or exile a key card the opponent has on the battlefield and then get back something like a Caretaker's Talent or get back a combo with Indestructible. Combo with Indestructible is ridiculous. Then we've also got some Ashiok Wicked Manipulator because she also makes tokens, but she's also a value engine where she can draw us cards. And then a single copy of Eternal Wanderer, same thing, makes tokens. It can remove some threats from the board with her +1. She can't be attacked by multiple creatures, so she's, you know, pretty good at staying alive. And then she's also a board wipe. So, boy, I love this deck. This is my favorite new deck right now, so I'm really excited to play it for you guys. And also, if you guys end up enjoying watching this and you find value in what you see, if you take a quick moment to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button after you have watched the video, I would greatly appreciate that. Every single one of those helps. And we're going to put it through 40 games and see how good of a win rate we can get with it. Let's get into the games. All right, we're ready. Lord Nemesis. All right, Lord Nemesis, time to go to daycare. We get to go first. I like our hand. This is good. Play our Restless Fortress. See what our opponent is playing. Something Boros. Something that looks like Malicious Eclipse will be good against, hopefully. Let's go get a Swamp. Let's hope that our opponent doesn't Monstrous Rage this Heartfire hero, because that would just make us sad. Anything else, and we're fine. Please don't have Monstrous Rage. Cheeky Mouse is fine. And the mouse is fine. Wonderful. A great start to the game. Bye-bye. No damage. Now we can follow it up with another Eclipse if they want to play more stuff, or we can play a Kaya. Delny is fine. Delny does not survive. For now, we'll just go ahead and make a Flying Spirit. Let the opponent play more things. Convince them that don't want them to play more things. They have a monstrous rage though. It ruins everything. We'll block the thing that can get pumped up with Might of the Meek is fine. Does give it trample, so we do lose Kaya, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Caretaker's Talent. What is this?
Win it for me, will ya?
Come on, play another 1-drop. Aw, man. Alright. Well, let's get rid of those things. And then eventually we have Eternal Wanderer as another board wipe. We've cut down if they play anything that dies to cut down this turn. Swordmaster with Offspring. Let's go ahead and get rid of one of them, because they can technically give it haste if they want with the Rockface Village. Beautiful. Just blink the token.
You're coming with me.
And now we can play Caretaker's Talent and make a token next turn. Wonderful. Alright, talent. Make a talent, or make a token. Draw a card. Make another token. And I feel like we have this game nicely in tow. GG. It's always great when they scoop at 20 life. We found somebody to play. Lopez Bros 54. All right, we go first. Nice. We got colors, we got removal, we got all kinds of goodies. This is a fun deck. I like it. I need to change my sleeves. I've had this cool beastie sleeve for such a long time. Probably about time for a new sleeve. Although this one's pretty hard to compete with. I do like this sleeve. I have this one too. Womp. Out of car waste. Oh man. This is another control deck. Well, Lunar getting this down before they can counter it is amazing. Planes. Let's play another planes and pass the turn. Is it a control deck? Mycosynth Gardens makes me think. Yep. Synthesizer. Joy. Oh, joy. Well, Season of the Burrow can deal with that. Get down the tap land, play a Preacher. Second Synthesizer. Great, now I have to exile them both. But that means they only have 2 synthesizers left in their deck after that, so that's pretty nice. So let's go ahead and exile, Rabbit. Exile, Rabbit. And they scoop! I'm gonna leave this game in just because it's funny. Time to play against Drive. Let's go for a drive. We get to go first on the drive. We'll keep. We got removal on 2, creature on 3. We got a nice little curve here. Let's get tap land down first. Gain a life. Lord Skitter on his home board. Is this another blue-white control deck? What is going on with the ladder today? Well, Skitter resolved. but it's not gonna live. That's okay. We like map tokens. Map tokens are cool. Another synthesizer deck. Oh, goodness. No. Oh, no. Oh, we need land. We do not have land. And I can't make a treasure either. Okay, we're just gonna have to play Phasa, draw a card. It's a tapped land. Oh, goodness. Untapped land off the top, please. Untapped land off the top, please. That's not an untapped land. Oh, struggle. I guess we play Caretaker's Talent. Make a map token. This one might not be as easy. Depends on what the opponent does here. They may prioritize killing the Caretaker's Talent over making another Simulacrum token. Spring-loaded Saw Blades is fine. If they don't have another untapped land, then they can't make another big scary token this turn. Yep, get lost. Okay. That's fine. That means we get to get rid of the synthesizer. So let's exile rabbit, rabbit, rabbit. Oh, wait. Actually. Because it didn't get exiled, right? Okay, so get rid of synthesizer. Ooh, actually, maybe we get Skitter back. No, I think it's talent. Talent is too much value. And now they can't destroy it. It's like they have this 3/3, but we can kill that with Get Lost. Yep, they power up the anchorage. At least that means they're not countering anything or doing anything super useful this turn. Three steps ahead on top. They will keep that, I assume. Alright, so what is the play here? I guess it's Ashiok. And make a couple tokens. Draw a card. Hopefully it's an untapped land. It's not. That's okay. Alright, they use up their braided net, so because I'm guessing they want to get in again this turn. Just getting in with that to get rid of the Ashiok. That's fine. We have another one. Ashiok did her job, drew us some cards, made some things. We do have to be careful of 3 steps ahead now, though. Alright. Let's make a copy of this. Draw a card. Eternal Wanderer. Let's try to resolve this. See if they let this go. They do not. Cool. So we'll try to get lost this then. Get in there with these. Do they have a board wipe? There we go. We get to draw a card though. And we get a clue, so actually we get to draw 2 cards. And that's pretty much all they can do. They can craft with artifacts. That'll let them draw a few cards. So let's play another Ashiok. Make some more guys. Draw some more cards. Ooh, Restless Fortress will be good. That'll give us a way to proc this Lunar Convocation every turn, pretty much. Just keep putting pressure on them, forcing them to do things they don't want to do with their turn. Yep, we're going to lose the Ashiok.
I have grown tired.
That's their whole turn, and they don't have any counter mana available. So now we can play like an Eternal Wanderer, and... Is that what we're going to do, though? I think we're going to play Convocation. Play the Restless Fortress. Play a Preacher. Start using these map tokens. We get a Swamp. And tap lands are cool. Boy, grinding out these control decks is tough. But that's what I love about this deck, is it's a creature-based deck that can grind out a control deck. Like, we have so much value in this deck. Assimilation Aegis is pretty good. Another Braided Net. This does cost 4 mana to activate, so... Alright, so let's do that. Let's... Restless Fortress. That's not what you should have tapped. Draw a card. Tom Ball's good. Draw some more cards. We'll discard Malicious Eclipse because I don't think that's going to be useful anytime soon. Eternal Wanderer, okay.
I fight for the entire
Sure.
multiverse. Kneel before the Emperor of
They leave
Kamigawa.
a token that could grow instead of getting rid of it, which makes no sense to me. So I'm gonna play Calm Ball. Let's activate Restless Fortress. I don't know why they didn't tap any of these things with Braided Net this turn. Opponent's being quite strange.
We'll regroup elsewhere.
Pass the turn, drain the opponent. Another Eternal Wanderer. Sure.
Made it just in time.
Now they're getting rid of our... No, they're going to make a Double Strike Knight this turn instead and give us a Double Strike. Because people just forget what Combo does. GG. We cut down the con... Yeah, the game was over. Ready up. Awesome Sorcerer. How awesome are you? We get to go first. This is... Ugh. 2 lands is sketchy. It's really good though if we find a 3rd land, because we've got a 1 and a 2 and then another 2 and a 3. Like, I'm gonna keep. I think we'll find the land. This is a very good hand if we find a 3rd land. We have two draws. Well, immediately getting punished. Bandit's talent. Oh, goodness. Okay. Well, I guess we'll discard the cut down. I don't want to do this, but we gotta fetch a land. Most likely going to need double white before we need double black. Nice! We find the land! Yeah, let's play Preacher. Preacher's the most value. And the next turn, if they don't kill Preacher, we can play Teysa. Looks like they do have removal, though. They're touching it, so that's always a sign they have removal. Rude. They level up the talent, sure. Cool, we find another land. My hope here is that they just play a swamp and level up the talent again. That would be sweet, because then we can get lost the talent and virtue. Probably get lost the talent either way. Unless they play like a Shieldred here. Or a Liliana. I guess I have to get rid of that. That is a problem also. Another way. Let's do it at the end of their turn. Get lost. Get out of here, Gix. And a Virtue. See if they have a cut down. They don't. Well, I'm gonna play a Teysa. Start making clues and spirits. See how they like that. If they're playing Gix, it makes me think they're probably not playing board wipes, but I could be wrong. So it seems weird to play Deadly Cover Up in a board wipe deck. Let's draw now, because I don't want to discard this season. I would rather discard the Convocation. They have removal for Teysa, which is a problem, but I mean, what are you going to do? Let's exile Rabbit, Rabbit, Rabbit. Right, actually, you know what? Let's return Rabbit, Rabbit. Get back Teysa. Get in there. And now Teysa's indestructible and Death Touch, which is pretty sweet. And she can just keep making us cool clues every turn. And then we can play a Virtue of Loyalty. So, unless the opponent has they can still get rid of Teysa with another Virtue. But most of these decks don't run more than 2 Virtue of Persistence. So maybe we'll get lucky and they don't have another Virtue in hand. Gix's oh, what an obnoxious way to get around it. Let's draw a card. Cool. All right, so we'll play combo here. We're gonna get there eventually. There's a Shieldred. Boy, we do not like that. I don't think I can really do anything about that, though. They have a cut down on top. They keep it, weirdly. Alright, so we need to draw removal. Eternal Wander is removal, but we don't have land for it. No attacks. Counter on combo. This is going to become a problem pretty quickly. Acklazotz, alright, yeah. We need another season of the Burrow. Guess we're taking 6. Oh my gosh. Get in there with combo ball, see if they want to block. Because we're definitely not going to block with the combo ball. They don't know we have Malicious Eclipse. Which would exile the Acklazats, which would be good. If I can just get a land, we can just blink this Shieldred forever. Opponent's like, why is he attacking? What trick does he have up his sleeve? No tricks. Alright, untap. So unfortunately we're gonna have to make... Well, actually now we can, now that he's played something smaller that we're less afraid of, we can get rid of the Shieldred and the Acklazats with Eternal Wanderer. No, we're still dead. We are still dead. Oh man, I wish I had a land in my hand. No, we're not dead. Because we gain a life here. Discard the extra combo. Block. He survived by one. One life. Alright, come on. Untapped land. That works too, though. Exile, exile, rabbit. Exile, exile, rabbit. I don't even care about him drawing cards. At least not right this second. He can cut down the rabbit and force us to block with the comm ball. But I mean... Sure. Okay, I guess we're dead then. GG. We tried. We found you. Bojangles. This is the Bojangles. Opponent's going first. I like this hand. This hand feels nice. Keep. At the swamp with the Fabled Passage, and then we can flash in some 2/2s and Blizzard. Iridescent Vine Lasher. Alright. Beza will probably be pretty good against them. Our biggest problem will be Laughing Jasper Flint. We do have plenty of ways to remove him, though. Like Season of the Burrow. Alright, opponent is going to gain a life, ping us, and then smack us in the face for one. I don't know why I'm choosing to do this now, but I am. Let's go get a swamp. Plains, pass the turn. Ooh, Tesa's gonna be nice. Let's hope they just tap out and play a lizard here or something. Yep, ping us. Because then we can ambush this Vine Lasher. Gecko. Into Warlock. Okay. It's annoying, but it doesn't... It probably gets rid of Beza. It just means we don't get to ambush his Vine Lasher. Because he won't attack with it. I would say Beza's probably the biggest threat to him. Because it's going to stabilize us. The wider he goes, the better it is for us. Yep. Takes Beza. Why? Why? You just gave that to us for free. You saw our hand. You knew. I'm so confused. We'll get in if he wants to block with one of these lizards. I'm totally fine with that. Nope. Bonus down to 19. That made no sense. He must not have read Virtue. Oh, there's Jasper. Okay, we have a get lost though. Thank goodness. No thank you. No thanks. And we get maps too. And drain the opponent, which is pretty sweet. Let's go get a swamp. And then we'll have another Virtue of Loyalty. Not going to attack with combo because I'm not okay with him double blocking combo. Takes another 2. Pass the turn. And then we're just an untapped land away from Virtue. Although at this point I might just make 5 rabbits with Season. Opponent's taking the map token. Gets a land. Gonna spin again. Spin the map wheel. Survey says. Ding, 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 ding. You win. You get a counter on your creature. Good job. They have a deep cavern bat on the top of the library. I don't know how worried we are about that. What do they have in their hand? A cut down. Well, that's rude. Fireglass Mentor, sure. I know we have another Virtue. Alright, we gotta get lost. Let's look for a land. We found one! Hooray! Alright. We found another one. No attacks. We're just gonna get lost this bat when they play it. Get some more map tokens for ourselves. Drain them some more. Now we have multiple Virtue of Loyalties exiled. Yep, okay, there's your bat. Sure. No. And now you know all the cards in our hand anyway, so. You're not even getting any information. I love combo. It's like, sure, we're giving the opponent map tokens, but guess what? We get map tokens too. And we drain them for it. Yep. What's on top? Go for the throw. Okay, that's a problem. Not really, though. Cool, so now he can start attacking with the gecko. That's fine. Oh, but he kind of doesn't want to attack with the gecko. If he attacks with the gecko, he has to exile that go for the throat off the top. Let's see if he thinks about that. Let's see if he's just greedy.
I'm gonna attack with the gecko. That's 4 damage.
He's thinking. What are you gonna do? Oh, he does it. Sure. I'm totally fine with that. Now you have to exile that go for the throat. 2 go for the... Oh, no. A go for the throat and a bat. And he can't cast either of them this turn, so... Aww. He was so looking forward to getting rid of our combo. And he does nothing. So let's play a Teysa. Get in with combo. See if he wants to block. He doesn't block. We get a clue, which we can turn into a spirit, which in turn will drain him for 2 more. Oh, we just top decks another go for the throat. Wow. That's some luck right there. That's okay. We'll drain him. Draw a card. What's your last card, buddy? Not a land, because he hasn't played it, unless he's just bluffing. Does not attack this time. So, I think we return rabbit. Teysa is now indestructible. We have a flying spirit to trigger her with. And 2 mana left open to sacrifice the clue. Look at all this value. Look at this grindy engine. It's so good. Make another token. Drain the opponent. It's slow and agonizing, but it's glorious. Ha! Laughing Jasper Flint, I laugh at you. You're not even a funny joke anymore. Alright, sack the clue. Drain the opponent. Draw a card. Play the Wanderer.
I'll clean up this mess.
Blink the Jasper.
I'll bother sometime.
Attack. I mean, you gotta. If you don't survive. Pass the turn, make a clue, drain the opponent. GG indeed. Victory screech! Woo! The wait is over. Pumago, no, okay. Puma Golfer 84. Pumago. What's wrong with me? Opponent goes first. This is alright. It's not super fast, but we do have a turn 2 play. Oh, and cut down's good. That was a good draw. If I didn't have Beza and Burrow in the hand, so like this is amazing. Thank goodness for this. And we draw Get Lost. Okay, this hand's just getting better and better. If they play something we need to deal with, we can Get Lost it. If they don't, we can Virtue. Hop to it. Alright, well, we're definitely going to make a token in response to that, because I'm not going to waste a Get Lost on the 1/1. But I'm going to get in, because they're probably not going to block. And we got Vigilance anyway. And now if they play another Lord or like some other big thing, we can still get lost. Case of the Gateway Express. It is annoying. And bunny corn. I guess we gotta let him get in with the bunnies. It's annoying, but kill the Regal Bunnycorn. And we follow that up with Beza, which we have another one even. So we gain the life, make 2 fish. So the 2/1s don't really matter because we can just block them with the fish. That makes it a little harder. But I mean, they still have to get through Beza. Do they have another case? Well, that wouldn't help. Field hair. Okay, that's a lot of damage. Alright, how do we deal with this? We're at 21? I think we just do this. And then next turn we can make like 5 rabbits. Valley Mite Collar is fine. Doesn't really do anything. Ooh, Warren Leader's a problem. Okay, they can get in with that rabbit now. I think I'm just going to play another Beza. No attacks. Cry. They put it on the bottom. That's good for us. All right. So, I mean, at this point, like, they have to start getting aggressive and attacking. Or, yeah. So now, at this point, everything just gets worse for them. I'm going to play Ashiok because we need to start drawing cards too. So let's make 1/1s. And this is just going to get, like, we are producing way too much value at this point. Like, that thing doesn't even matter. But now we can start drawing an extra card every turn. He's going for it. Sure. So I'm gonna block here. Block here. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna block there. I'm gonna block like this. Block here. Block here. Block here. This is just till end of turn, right? So, okay, so let me do math here. So, everything will die. And I'll be left with Beza. Because he's going to lose all the bonuses from everything. Oh, how did the War Leader survive that? I'm not going to lie, I'm super confused. He should have died when this thing and the +1/+1, is it other creatures? No, it's attacking creatures. That's so confusing. How did that how did that survive? All right, so let's play combo. Let's make 2 more 1/1s. Drain the opponent. No attacks. Put counters on everything. And that should do it. Another Mite Collar doesn't do anything. Our base is way too big for him to attack into. Mountain Fort. Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Oh, those are all separate triggers? I didn't even know that. What? I didn't even realize that. That's 5 drain with a combo on the field. What? Okay, we'll exile the courtyard and play the preacher. That is sick. I didn't realize those were all separate triggers. That's the turn. That's a board. Regal Bunnycorn, sure. And GG. Bunnies can't keep up with us. All right. Dr. Spackles. What's up, Dr. Spackles? We get to go first. I like it. That's a good hand. We got colors. We got stuff to do with the colors. We've got both removal and aggression. I like it. We need planes. Sea Chrome Coast. All right. I'm going to play Lunar Convocation because if this is control, which I feel like that's all I've been playing today. Get lost, of course. Well, at least that makes this creature a little more likely to live. Caretaker's talent. Oh boy, alright, let's get rid of their Caretaker's talent. Find a land. Comball's good too. We'll keep that. Especially because we get to draw it, so we still have a chance to find a land next turn. They have their own Virtue of Loyalty, and they decide to map it up. Which means if we draw a land, we get to slam this Virtue for ourselves.
Didn't see a door, so I let myself in.
Just go ahead and get rid of their token.
I've got a lead.
Draw a card. It's a Skitter. Caretaker's talent, sure. Caves of Koilos. Let's make a spirit.
I've got questions. You've got answers.
I'm gonna take the risk and play the Comball here. Because if they Sunfall this turn, like that's annoying. But we still have a Kaya. Hellish Norm was a good draw too. So if they Sunfall here, we're still left with a Kaya. And we can follow it up with Lord Skitter or any number of things that we have in our hands. Okay. That leads me to believe they do not have a Sunfall in hand. Sure, thank you. We'll take a night too. This is why, like, look at this. I love Comball so much. They're not even thinking about it. Look at this. Look, they're going to give us another night. I'm going to cut down one of their knights. And they're getting drained every turn. Okay. How can we make this worse for them? We're going to Surveil 2.
Aha! Another clue.
I like Get Lost. We'll keep that on top. Exile Preacher. Make this a copy of it.
So much for
With flying. Smack some counters on it since we know what's on top. Play Elish Norn. Get in there. Beautiful. Why did they take it? They had the mana. Okay. GG. Comball, man. So good. All right, and we're back for the post-game wrap. So, 40 games, 68%. Absolutely awesome win rate. We definitely had a much higher win rate on the play than we did on the draw, so I will be honest at the caveat of, you know, we do struggle a little more on the draw than we do on the play, but I mean 73% on the play is very impressive for a mid-range deck. So definitely really good win rate over the 40 games. You saw just some of those games where we just grind the opponent, and they just don't, like, what do? Like, our value engines are so crazy that it's like, you know, it even like, I can't talk because I just had so much fun playing this for you guys. Is it the best deck in the format? Probably not, but it's so much fun. It's so good right now in this meta. This is the meta to play this deck in. Calm Ball, Profiteering Mayor. I liked this card when it got released. I've been playing this card in a lot of decks that I've built, but right now I love this card. I love this card. I love it in a deck playing Season of the Burrow, because being able to get him back from the graveyard with Indestructible is just gut-wrenching against some of these decks, because most decks get lost, go for the throat. They're destruction-based removal spells, so because they have to deal with him early, so they're not exiling him with Sunfall or, things like that usually. So he usually ends up in the graveyard, and then we just get him back with a Season of the Burrow, and he's really hard to deal with after that. So Teysa also, even just the one copy in the deck has been wonderful. I love that she makes clues for us, and then the clues turn into spirits, which turns into draining with Combo, and just the whole works. I love this deck. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this. It is a little rare heavy. It's a little rare and mythic heavy, actually. So maybe I wouldn't recommend, if you don't have a majority of these cards, it's pretty expensive to craft. But if you have this stuff laying around, you got to try this. If you have the ability to make this because you got lots of wild cards, it's worth a craft. This is such a fun deck, and I highly recommend it. With that, I hope that you had a good time watching this video and seeing me play this deck. I had a great time playing it for you. As always, I'm so appreciative for every single one of you guys that made it this far. If you just take a quick moment, if you found value in this, to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one.